Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward.
Takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has been knocked clear. Forced to go back. Hazard. Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vasco da Gama have their second corner now. He's taking no chances there. Has to go back here. And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bruno Guimaraes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Guardiola.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Ferran Torres. Hazard with the delivery. Varane gets it away. No way through, so shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Vasco da Gama! The first significant strike. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Hullet. Showing good feet. Played back. Oh, what a ball! Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Vasco da Gama have the chance to go the other way. Looking for options for... And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Vasco da Gama have reclaimed it.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Vieira.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pass is just off target.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now, can they get him away? And he is dashing away. Marquinhos can clear it away. Aims beyond the defence. That is good alertness. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising.
Vasco da Gama genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Bruno Guimaraes. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Gullit with the clearance. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Hazard. Ferran Torres. Rafael Varane.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Ferran Torres. He's in plenty of space here. Well, the clearance is short. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He's going to be disappointed with that. Gullit. And it's Guardiola. To Guardiola. David Villa is up. That signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Brazil finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So the action resumes.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's one-on-one, chance for a shot! Now can he find a finish? And a chance! That's going to go a long way. That's going right the way across. Ronaldinho wins the duel this time. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Ronaldinho. Maldini. Now a chance! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
No, that was never going to make it.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose.
It's roll! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Camisa 21, camisa 20, camisa 9. Deixando o campo
Deftly away.
Camisa 8, camisa 37, camisa
Yeah,
17.
can see things others simply cannot. Nicely weighted ball. That's been cut out, well played. Vieira. Over to the right flank. Great vision. He can run onto that. Driving through the middle. Can he finish? Oh, good finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil go up by 2 and are looking good.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Platini looking to be a menace in the final third. Ball's gone out of play. Saliba. And this is Bale. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, what has happened here? Chance, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Corner number 4 coming up here. Tries to get it clear. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Shot could be on. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Brazil are looking to go forward now. Totti. Plays a sharp little ball here. Bale! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
It's their second corner of the game. rising! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart moves.
He's having a hit! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Vasco da Gama are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Bale, he's through on goal, and the shot! And there's a goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Brazil presented with a golden opportunity here. This further to improve their cause. And he's denied. And that's a poor pen.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game. A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And now a sudden chance to counter. This looks promising. Vasco da Gama have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. It's a lucky 7th corner. Keeper's dealt with that.
Foram indicados 6 minutos
He's
de
having a
acréscimo.
pop! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's made its way to him. Opts to play it back. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Oh, played right into his path. Pelé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pelé. Great chance! And another try! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
So that's it. It is all over. Brazil have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bullet is offering a right smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Brazil are looking to go forward now. Played out wide. Now it's Hullet. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Neymar venturing down the left. Ah, he's had it taken off him. And that was very necessary. And it's been taken short. Tries one from range. A real chance and a real let-off.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Vieira. And it's Gerrard. Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here, one each for now. Well, it just petered out, no penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. More and more pressure on the ball here. Saliba. It's Bergomi. Gerrard. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's well spotted. Raul is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Xavi Alonso. And it's Neymar. Threads one in. Now it's Yamal. Here's a chance! Lacking in accuracy.
Lamine Yamal clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Danielson. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He might be in here! Oh, delightful ball. Shapes to shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
It's their second corner of the game. Raul tries to clear. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Gerrard. And here's Ronaldinho. There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Gabriel can get it clear. Takes the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Now, can they get him away? Vieira gets a foot in here. Goes for a shot! Delicious from Jude! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Brazil take the lead. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Raul. Gerrard. Raul. Tries to pass it through.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's a pretty loose pass. Gerrard looking to pass their way up the pitch. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a good foot in there. And that's another good win of the ball. He's picked his way through. Olise. Vieira. Saliba. Raul. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Raul. Pull it. It's Gerrard! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Brazil kick off the second half. Olise. Yamal. And he's had it nicked away. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Olise. Olise going forward. Oh, good-looking ball. Ronaldinho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he was alert to it. This is a promising build-up. This looks promising. Olise distributed tidily. That little bit of skill has got him away. Maldini. Has a look and plays it forward. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Raul. Looking for the run. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Not the... Oh no, what has happened here? He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance here. And he shoots! Duke is flagged offside. And it's Hullet. David Villa. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's good running with the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's hoisted clear. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's shot at goal! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Villa certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham. And that pass just didn't quite work. Looking to play him in. Cunha looking to receive it in space. Yeah. Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal. Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! A finish of true class. And they get themselves in front. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Brazil leading now. Good ball over the top. That's really well cleared. Bale does well to get it back. It's a good run down the right. Pelé. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And this is Bale. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Totti! In he goes again. Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter.
It's Bale! Goal! Brazil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
substituição.
Brazil are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Chu makes the interception. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And they're quick to get it back. Nice looking ball. That has not gone well.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Marquinhos. Tries from distance. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's that. Brazil have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Bale taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Picked out brilliantly. Vieira. Nice sequence of passes, this. And this is Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming. Raul, he can run onto that. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Ronaldinho! Adams. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. Raul. Davids. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Buffon getting this one clear.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Guardiola. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Mbappe. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. Well, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So what can they conjure from this one?
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
He's being urged to shoot. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Raul. He's having a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Great vision. He's had it taken off him. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Adams calmly anticipates. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rafael Varane is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now this could be a chance. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Goes for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And it's Ronaldinho. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Brazil do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Raul. Ronaldinho. And Kvaratskhelia. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's played it in shapes to shoot! Goal! Grêmio! And Grêmio are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Grêmio are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds is all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Grêmio have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Tries one from range. Again, a brilliant save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Cannavaro can get it clear. Kaká. Belletti. Kaká. And it's Ronaldinho. Threads one in. Raul. Quality ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot a goal! And that's in. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Best, a player who needs no introduction.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 4.
So once again, we're underway.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Skims one in. And he's there to belt it away. David Villa was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Over to the right flank. Now it's Kaká. And the pass is intercepted. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Bergomi cuts it out. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Villa. And this is Raul. He has found the way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Raul. Kvaratskhelia. That's been cut out. Well played. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Villa. And this is Ronaldinho. He'll try from distance. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Takes the shot!
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's quick to return it. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Brazil needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that's going to be a booking.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have movement on both benches.
Ronaldinho, camisa 21, camisa 11, camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Adams.
camisa 17.
Lukaku is the team's great visionary. Knocks it into space. That is a great pick out.
Substituição.
And he's there to retrieve it. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Pelé. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Best. Now, can they get him away? Lukaku wants to run onto this. Very nicely done. Vieira looking to add to his goal. Tries to pass it through. And this is Bale. Just the keeper in his way. Oh, that's horribly mistimed. And it's given. Penalty. Brazil presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to turn it right round. And they've turned it round! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Bale. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's in a great position here. Tries to play it through. Can he finish?
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Vieira. Bellingham. And he's got the beating of his man. And it's Hullet. Pelé. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Wriggles his way through. It's Totti! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Towering header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Into the last 5 minutes. Played back to the goalkeeper. And he can clear it away. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hullet.
Brazil really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out.
Impressive jump! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Bergomi. Vieira. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And this Pelé! And yes, it's there! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim. Yamal! An early chance there, first of the game.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Brazil are looking to go forward now. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
And pull it! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, what has happened here? Ronaldinho's... Oh, good fly! And it's come back out to him. It's loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. David Villa trying to kick... And one more try! That's a decent clearance. And he's straight offside.
Brazil definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Guardiola. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cafu stood his ground strongly. That's put paid to the danger. Throw in. Conte. He has a look up. Totti! Goal! Brazil! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Neymar.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Villa. He's having a pop! And it's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Brazil restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter.
He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's intervened well there. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Bojan. Vieira. Now it's Villa. Well, that's well seen too. Guardiola is always looking to break lines. Gullit receives it in a good position here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. And it's Bojan. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Bojan Krkić couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Brazil do have a chance to counter here. Guardiola looking for the run. Yamal. Guardiola. Brazil have it back and can go again. And this is Neymar. Raul. Yamal. That has ended up in no man's land.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Well, there's the clearance. That's it, 45 minutes up. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Brazil will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substituição em andamento.
The second half then, just getting going.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Has a look and place it forward. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
This is a promising build-up. Now it's Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? Oh, important interception. Conte. Vieira can see things, others simply cannot. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Ronaldinho. Brazil ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. This might spell danger. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Raul. And he's gone searching crossfield. Taken back almost at once. And he's gone looking for safety. That'll be a throw.
Teremos uma substituição.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Albert Ferrer is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vieira. Totti going forward. Well, that looks a decent shot, surely! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Brazil really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Brazil leading now. Always onto this. Buffon claims comfortably. That could spell trouble. He's picked his way through. Thinks about... It's Neymar! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's quick to return it. Neymar. Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! He's got himself an absolute peach. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, great chance. Now, who's going to be first to this? Very nicely done. It's Neymar! Relentless, just relentless. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me the...
He's in one-on-one. Can he finish? And he hits the net. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Brazil are at the peak of their... Shot a goal! It's a goal! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Brazil get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Maldini calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. Bojan. He's having a hit! Oh, that's a waste.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So here comes the substitution.
Camisa 22, camisa 8, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 20.
Someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Vieira. Bellingham. Now it's Bale. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Messi.
Teremos 5 minutos de
Running
acréscimo.
strong and purposeful. Totti. So what can they make of this? That is good alertness. Bellingham. 5 minutes to add. Tries to play it through. Akanji cuts it out. Guardiola. And it's Neymar. Now it's Yamal. Brilliantly cut out. A look. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
And Hullet! Superb from Hullet! Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Flamengo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Quickly taken. David Villa. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rafael Varane. And it's Bergomi. Raul. That's Vieira. Cafu. And it's Kimmich. Stojkovic. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Cafu. Nicely spread. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Guardiola. Vieira, who does have an assist to his name. Raul. First quarter of an hour gone. Bergomi. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Now it's Yamal. Well read, nice interception. Brazil very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Eto'o. And it's Eto'o. Now it's Zico. Eto'o, chance for a shot! Brazil do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front.
Yamal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Saliba. Raul. Pele short changes him with that pass. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's an excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Opts for safety. 15 minutes till half-time. It's Zico! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Pele! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Now it's Raul. Bergomi. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, peguem seus bilhetes. É hora de anunciar os números do sorteio de hoje.
Brazil do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. Things already rolling. Brazil need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Gabriel calmly anticipates. That pass has been well intercepted. He's through here. That's an errant pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's having a pop! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
That is a little undercooked. It's a searching pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, easy pickings there. Haaland. Oh, it's a great ball here. First quarter of an hour gone. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Ronaldinho. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Raul. That's a chance!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's hoisted clear. And here's Ronaldinho. Azar conjures time and space where few can.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, what a mistake! He's picked his way through. A lot of space. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Corinthians! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Corinthians have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling that...
David Villa! Nearly, but not quite.
Villa really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Guardiola. Now it's Villa. Yamal. And it's Ronaldinho. That has not gone well. And here's Hullet. Now it's Villa. Great defending, strong and determined. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Villa. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Pedri. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Hullet. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Real chance! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Maldini. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Hullet. And that's really well manoeuvred. Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to...
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Brazil go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Voluntários de cada bloco dirijam-se à sala de pessoal imediatamente. Substituição no time do Corinthians.
So we're underway for the second half.
Camisa 11.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
He's chosen to go back. Bergomi. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Good chance here! Oh, he's hit the bar! That's a good ball out wide. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. It's come to nothing. Bellingham. Ronaldinho. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Pass somewhat off target. Spread to the right. And he's quick to return it. Pass is just off target. Maldini is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And this is Hazard. pass is intercepted. Knocks it into space. Maldini spots it and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball. Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 8.
So we have movement on both benches. Corinthians are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Maldini. That's Vieira. Dembele with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away. That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Dembele. Now it's Pedri. Threads one in. He leaps for it! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And he's picked out the run. Maldini. And it's Michel Platini. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Rafinha. That's an imaginative pass. Saliba cuts it out. Vieira. Bellingham. And it's Totti. Pele. And here's Platini. That's Maldini. Now it's Platini. Now it's Kane. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Totti aimed beyond the defence. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Bellingham distributed tidily. Bale gets into a good position. Totti. Oh, important interception. That's put paid to the danger. And this is Totti. And they've got rid. Bergomi. And it's Totti. And he's there to make the challenge. And it's Michel Platini. Pele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Marquinhos does well to get it back. Brazil quickly running out of time here to realise their promotion dream and still trailing.
Yeah, it's getting to that time now, isn't it? Keep things simple, get it up front, ASAP.
Shot, surely! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
A case now of complete control. Shot a goal! And the shot! It's hit the upright. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Pedri does really well to win the ball back. Chance! And there's a goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter,
And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
well, there was a distinct lack of clarity.
Brazil do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Brazil with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Out for a throw. Jordi Alba. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Here comes the cross. And that should get the job done. That is good pressure. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Haaland is flagged offside. Looking for the run. Guardiola gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jordi Alba. He's got such searing pace, Peter. He gets to the byline in the blink of an eye, and from there his crosses are pinpoint and very hard to defend against. This opposition defence is going to have its work cut out trying to keep him quiet.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Saliba getting this one clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that.
Takes the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Haaland's oh, good effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's rather hopeful. And that's gone loose. Raul has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. He's a sharp little ball here. David Villa is... He's having a pop! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Vardio. Now that looks a decent ball. Brazil
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence.
David Villa! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now it's Villa. And that is a little undercooked. Look at this. And Hullet! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Bullet certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Spread neatly. Space for him to turn and look. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Buffon deals with that nice and simple. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. Guardiola. And it's Bergomi. Vardio. Guardiola. 15 minutes till half-time. He's had a shot! Haaland! That is brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And it's Paris who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Paris are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into...
Roll! Off the post. Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Koundé. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Haaland, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Raul.
Brazil truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Raul. Aims beyond the defence. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's picked his way through. A header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Jordi Alba. Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? He's shifted. It's Ronaldinho! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Guardiola.
Teremos minuto de
Ronaldinho.
acréscimo.
And the shot! And he can thump it away. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Brazil come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 4.
So the action resumes.
Para a entrada
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Brazil do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Decent chance! And it's there! Oh, huge goal! Massive goal! They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa
The two
23.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Camisa 21.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Platini opts for safety.
Substituição em andamento.
That's Maldini. Platini. And it's Totti. Serginho did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Chouameni. Bellingham. Now it's Platini. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, perfectly measured that. And it's been hooked away. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Big chance! And he can clear it away. Can he get it through? Played into the box. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Pelé. Nicely weighted ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Not the most accurate pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Paris clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, super ball. And they're quick to get it back. Shoots! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. And they've got their lead back. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Paris with the lead. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looking to play him in. And he was quick to react. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Real chance! And he has his goal! Parity in the showpiece game. It has all the hallmarks of an epic.
Yeah, and you really have to give credit to the way these players have handled themselves. Can they get another? Probably. I really shouldn't be tempting fate, but I'm backing them.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, they...
And the finish! Another one of football's and how moments.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. The ball goes in. Defending of the desperate variety. And this is Lampard. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And he's heaved it away.
Paris really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bellingham.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And they can counter here. That has not gone well. Has a look and plays it forward. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. The final seconds now. Now it's Lampard. He's on it, can he get away? Serginho, and he's managed to get free. Well read, and the danger is averted. Totti. Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Platini. Good take, and is he in? Chance for a shot! And that's it. They will have to shake on that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. Brazil must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Has a look up and drives it forward. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super ball. Chance! It's anyone's ball. Oh no, what a... In he goes again! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! And Atletico Paranaense take the lead. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Sanek demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
He's had a shot! Ronaldinho. Gerrard. Oh, that's well spotted. Khan. And it's hoisted clear. Gerrard. Adams. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was...
And Sonny! Vieira. Gerrard. Now it's Villa. Now it's come to nothing. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cannavaro. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Berbatov. Now it's Olise. Quality ball. And that is a little undercooked. Looking for the run. Now it's Villa. And here's the chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Aims beyond the defence. Berbatov. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is Sané. He is through here. Sané! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Cannavaro. That looks a good ball through. And they're quick to get it back. Raul is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Olise. Good ball, good take. That's an excellent interception. Ronaldinho. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Sané. Sané going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Kukçu. It's a threatening ball. And they're back on the ball again. Threads one in. And this is Sané. Towering header! And that's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Atletico Paranaense are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Olise has it out wide and in space. And a header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Raul. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? picked out brilliantly. Chance for a shot! Goal! Brazil! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity.
He's having a pop! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Raul is offering a right smile there.
Now this could be a chance. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh. And the shot! And he makes no mistake. Not so fast, not so fast, they say. We want it just as badly. We will make a fight of it. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class.
And for the first half, that is that. Brazil are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. And we are up to the break.
I'm still trying to figure out how this is still level, Peter. I mean, 1 minute you're looking at one side battering the other, and somehow they find their way back into it. Something tells me there's going to be just as many twists in the second half too.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 8.
Atletico Paranaense kick off the second half.
Camisa 13.
Gives it back. Berbatov. David Villa. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Chance, surely! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Impressive jump. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Berbatov might just make this. Bellingham, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Now that's well seen too. Kukcu. That's Gerrard. And here's Olise.
Olise really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very close.
And Berbatov! And no, just off target. Atletico Paranaense are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when the...
David Villa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That is good alertness. All the way back. And they've got rid. And it's Hullet. Great defending, strong and determined. Gerrard. This is a promising build-up. Oh, easy pickings there. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Olise. Header! Harmlessly behind.
Berbatov really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, they want to win this, Peter, plain and simple. Seal promotion right here, right now.
Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Fechando o campo para a entrada dele.
Diaz has it in a wide position.
Camisa 22. Camisa
Oh, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substituição em
Well, he got ripped
andamento.
because he was under pressure.
Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Berbatov. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bellingham. And it's Vieira. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Bale. Diaz. Gerrard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! Goal! Brazil! And they have done it! We thought the dream was gone, but back they have come.
And a huge fist pump from the boss. He's got every reason to be delighted. Everything has gone to plan.
What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substituição.
So we have further activity on the bench here. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Salah, good strong midfield running here. Has a look and place it forward. Cute ball now. It's Totti! And it's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And this is Bebeto. Bergomi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's a canny finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Brazil palpably stronger, better, superior.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Brazil are looking all but promoted. They can see the greener grass that is beyond the finish line.
They've been brilliant here, Peter. A thoroughly professional performance, and if things do indeed stay as they are, it's richly deserved.
Totti. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Bale. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! And it's in! They are playing them off the park.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Brazil are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he?
4 minutos de acréscimo.
Bale. Good running, strong. Beckham! Oh, it's hit the post! Totti. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And it's made it. Tries a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter.
And that is as far as it goes. Brazil have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Brazil really deserve full marks to have come through such a difficult game in the manner they did. There's always a feeling that the fear of losing is what ultimately decides games like this, but not on this occasion. They played the game and the occasion beautifully.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos anunciar os números sorteados de hoje. Se tiverem bilhete, confiram no telão.